Time to re-up, y'all. It's your boy NY Javier. I'm back with another stream. We are back at it with the sports. We got a lot to talk about. We have NBA playoffs, and we got some WWE to talk about as well. We gonna get the WWE out the way, because I ain't gonna lie, I was in my feelings. I was very upset about what went down at WrestleMania with Cody Rhodes. But I'm here to talk about that, and I'm going to be writing some sports articles soon and putting that on my page as well. Now, I ain't gonna lie. When I had saw WrestleMania and I went out there to see the event, SoFi Stadium, I was very upset because either I was gonna get there late because I left late, or had to turn back around and head home. So I was already upset about that. But I thought that Cody Rhodes winning the event would at least, by the way, I did cut my hair a bit. It was time to do it. I look way more clean and smoother now. I should shape up the beard, but it is what it is. But I had thought that Cody Rhodes would at least get a victory in the main event and everything would be all forgiven. But he didn't. Roman Reigns ended up cheating again, and I was upset with that. I felt like Cody should have won that event. I was very disappointed. Now, by the way, WrestleMania was good, as great as it can go for a Los Angeles WrestleMania. You know, Triple H's first WrestleMania that he had booked. Yes, we had Vince McMahon back, but it looked like he wasn't doing too much minor changes. You know, Raw could have been a one-time thing. And by the way, Raw after Mania I did saw, and it was horrible. And I saw what happened with Cody Rhodes. When I saw what happened with Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar, one thing stood out for me. I see where this is going. By the way, Cody's going to be the guy to defeat Roman Reigns. He will most likely do it at SummerSlam or at WrestleMania next year. Saudi Arabia is also a possibility that we can see Cody Rhodes winning. Either way, Cody Rhodes is going to be the guy to dethrone Reigns. And I truly believe that Cody Rhodes is going to be the guy to dethrone Reigns. However, giving it more analysis and more study, I see the storyline they're trying to do. One, we have to get out of the way, John Cena. Everybody have noticed that when John Cena lost to The Rock at first, he went into it with Brock Lesnar. He won, but he also had gotten very badly injured as well. And he experienced some downfall and some losses as well, leading until next year to the Royal Rumble, in which he won, and he had defeated The Rock for the WWE Championship. That's something they're definitely doing with Cody Rhodes. So he'll most likely have to face adversity, which he has been doing. And he will most likely defeat Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar will be the heel, and he'll most likely go back to being a baby face after, we don't know. Or maybe he'll take some time off. But we're definitely getting Brock versus Cody at Backlash, which will be in Puerto Rico. Going to be a very good event. And he will most likely recontinue his feud with Roman Reigns. If not, they'll go the full-on John Cena route. Either way, Roman has to get that 1,000 day in before losing the belt and take some time off. But Cody's going to be the guy to dethrone him. But they're going to give him the John Cena route. Definitely what they're going to do in order for him to get to the promised land again and defeat Roman. There's going to be trials and tribulations that he's going to have to go through. Now, some of the stuff I do not like since Vince has been back. One, Drew McIntyre, we need to figure out what we're going to do with him. Definitely need to figure out what we're going to do with Bray Wyatt. I feel like he should be repackaged at this point to save his career and to save this run and make this run better. Bray Wyatt is a hell of a guy, a hell of a wrestler. I just feel like the Uncle Howdy stuff has to go. Let Bray do his thing on that standpoint. Bray does have some creative point, and some of it doesn't make sense until the end. So we'll wait to see what we're going to have to do with him. Bobby Lashley, we definitely need to pick it up with him. A lot of plans got scrapped. He was supposed to do something with LA Knight at WrestleMania. I felt like that was 100% unacceptable for what happened at that standpoint. and we need to figure out some more stuff we can do with that. Secondly, we need to figure out what we're going to do with Drew. He's very unhappy that some guys are getting more spots than him because he's been floating around the mid-card scene. Definitely need to build him back up and put him into the main event scene as well. I wouldn't mind a Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre feud. I think that would definitely be perfect for him as well. You know, ever since he had that big feud with Karrion Kross, then he went back at it with Roman. That was really that. You know, obviously he had the Gunther match at Mania, which was very good. But for the most part, matter of fact, that was excellent. Let me say that. It was very excellent. We need to figure out how to build Drew back up and put him back as a top contender. I feel like that would definitely help at that standpoint. Trying to think what else to say, because there's been mixed reactions and there's been good reactions. You know, we just have to wait to see what's going to come up in the upcoming months with WWE and move forward. But so far, Vince hasn't done too much. He has been doing minor changes. Obviously, Raw, some of it could have went to him, you know, as well. But I like that we're keeping Triple H on as, you know, running the show, because he's been doing a real good job with that. So I feel like we need to keep him on that, and that's what they're doing. Let's get into the big thing, which is the NBA playoffs. We had the play-in yesterday, the Hawks beating the Heat. That was definitely unexpected. I thought the Heat would get that win, but looks like the Heat is eliminated, and the Hawks will be in the playoffs in round 1. I got Philly beating the Nets. Obviously, I don't got to get into it with Ben Simmons. This nigga sitting out. Hey, it's what it is, man. We'll see what will go on with him. But much like I do with other teams, such as, for example, if the Clippers can make it to the promised land, they will get that apology as well. So, same thing I'm going to say with Ben for next year. If he does get back to the elite level that he was, if not better, he will get that apology as well. That's all I got to say about that. We got the Lakers beating the Timberwolves. Obviously, the Rudy Gobert situation is what everybody was talking about, and that's messed up their chemistry. That plays a definite role on what we saw last night. Lack of chemistry is the reason why the Timberwolves lost that game and fumbled the lead. If y'all was together, committed, put on that work, and the Rudy Gobert situation did not happen, you most likely would have had a chance against the Lakers. But I had the Lakers winning that anyway. But y'all most likely would have had a chance and would not blown that lead. And y'all would have been ready for the NBA playoffs instead of sitting here having to watch it like the rest of us. We have the play-in again, the Bulls and the Raptors. There's a chance that the Raptors could win this, because the Bulls has been struggling lately. We have the Thunder and the Pelicans. Pelicans can most likely win this as well, or the Thunder can most likely win this, due to the fact that Thunder is almost at full strength, even though Chef Holmgren is out. They've been playing really good basketball with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who is their superstar. The Pelicans is playing good, but they are struggling as well, and that is the lack of Zion Williamson. Zion Williamson has not been playing the past couple of months due to his hamstring. Zion has also said in an article lately that he will come back when he feels like Zion, when he feels good. I feel like we need to figure out what we're going to do with Zion. Are they going to trade him to the New York Knicks in the offseason? Because that's what everybody's been talking about, is that Zion could possibly want out, and he most likely would go to the New York Knicks as his destination. That will be spooky and scary, him in New York playing with those guys. But there's a chance that he might stay. Who knows? Obviously, Zion needs to come back. If the Pelicans want to have a chance, if the New Orleans Pelicans want to have a chance to do something special, if they make it out to play-in, the expectation is that Zion will be healthy, like towards the end of round 1, and they could most likely go from there. Same with Paul George and the Clippers. It's looking more like Paul George will be ready around game 2 or game 3, because he's been thriving and making progress. As I've heard, I've been monitoring Paul George's progress. I'm a Paul George fan as well. They are saying that there's a possibility that Paul George will be ready towards the later games of the first round. And I'm thinking that's what it is. Game 2 is questionable, but there's a possibility that he will be ready for that. But I think he'll be back around Game 3 and Game 4, and they will take it from there. But that doesn't make it the case, because I have the Suns winning the whole thing on the West, if not the Golden State Warriors. Or even the Lakers. It's a possibility. And if the Lakers can do it, they will get their credit, and they will get their video as well, covering going on with LeBron and all that. That would be better than the bubble championship that they got in my eyes, if they can do it in this run. Now let's go to the East. Obviously, we got the Grizzlies doing some work as well. By the way, Dallas, I knew that was never going to work as Kyrie, and we need to see what we're going to do with him move forward. Now the East, I'm only covering 3 teams. That's the Bucks, Celtics, and 76ers. Now if the Knicks, or even the Hawks, Nets, or the Cavaliers make some noise, like I said, for the other teams, they will get the apology run. Hold on, let's go back to the West for a second. Now the Warriors, like I said, I got Warriors, Lakers, Clippers, or Suns as possible. The Nuggets, I don't really see, because, you know, Jokic, obviously the toxic is there with him winning MVPs and all that. I need to see something from Jokic, and we're going to have a chance. The same way with Giannis, we need to see something. The same way with Embiid. The 76ers, we need to see that with Jokic. We need to see him at least get out the first to second round, bare minimum. That's what I got to say about that. Now, the Warriors is getting Wiggins back. That's all fine and dandy. That will most likely help out with their defense. Now back to the East. I'm only covering the Bucks, Celtics, and the 76ers. Those are the 3 teams that I'm covering up with. The Bucks need to stay healthy. Really, with a lot of these teams, health is the key. We need to see them being fully healthy to do what they got to do. Oh, the Heat is still in the AC? Okay, well, the Heat, my fault. I apologize. The Heat is still in the AC. They dropped down to 8th. So if the Heat can hold on, they'll most likely be in the playoffs. I say that, and I feel like they will hold on as well. They get another shot. I forgot playing to get 2 games. Anyway, the Bucks, Celtics, and the 76ers. Now, if the Heat stay in and make some noise, that's going to change a lot. Like I said, they'll get their apology for that as well. 76ers with Embiid, we need to stay healthy, especially with Harden. He doesn't have to be Houston Harden for them to make it out. Just need to facilitate the offense and be healthy. Same with Embiid. Let Embiid do his thing. The Celtics, obviously, we have the defense and the offense. Now, as long as they can run through a system that is not evolved around Tatum, you know, taking a maximum amount of shots, they can potentially make it back to a NBA Finals like they were last year. But that doesn't change the fact that I have the Bucks. As long as Middleton gets back to 100%, they will make complete noise and be very good as well. And Giannis can most likely make, if not the Bucks, the 76ers. Like I said, for these 3 teams, health. Same thing for the Western Conference, health. That's all I got to say about that. And I will monitor it as we keep going. Thank you, and Wahavi signing out.